Okay, welcome to the last chairman chats of the season, and it is with a true family fantasy football league legend, my brother from another mother, Benny United manager Mark Benwell. How you doing, Mark?
Thanks, Jeff. That's a great introduction. And leaving the best to last, I like that. So, yeah, I'm feeling good. Out in the
Absolutely.
garden with the sunshine. What more do I
Yes,
want?
it's good, isn't it?
It's
So,
great.
let's just read out some of your honours because there's too many to list. You were the first Family Fantasy Football League champion. You were the
Thank you.
first manager to do the League and Cup double. You were the first manager to retain an FFFL title. You hold the record for the most ever points scored in a single week, 224. You did that back in 2019. You've had 11 top four finishes. Only one manager has had more than that. You've won two Family Fantasy Football League Cups and been in the final 5 times. And you're the only manager to receive two Manager of the Season awards. And you are one of only 5 managers who have appeared in every single season of the Family Fantasy Football
Yeah.
League.
Keeping it real.
And you've done all of that despite being undoubtedly the hardest working manager in the Family
Yes,
Fantasy Football League.
I agree.
Yeah. Work, I mean, most of your life you've worked 50, 60 hours a week.
Yeah,
I know you're like semi-retired now, so you do like 4 days a week. There's still 30 odd hours in it.
it is. Yeah, it's tough, Jeff, but still doing it.
Plus you have to do all the housework.
Well, believe it or not, I've just done the hoovering this morning.
Mate,
I know.
you carry Donna. I don't
I
think she
know.
appreciates it.
I painted two kitchen doors as well.
What,
You know,
this morning?
I've walked the
Mate,
dog. I've been to the gym and I've had a swim.
wow. And it's only
And it's all
10:30.
and it's only 10:30.
Jesus.
I know. That's how I operate.
Wow. So, how would you sum up your season?
Uh, inconsistent.
Four
Not,
appearances on
not,
the Wall of Shame. That's another record you hold.
yeah, it hasn't been great, has it?
Inconsistent. Yeah. Are we going to see you at the Family Fantasy Football League Presentation Awards?
I don't think we're going to be there,
Oh,
Jeff. Which is a,
mate.
I know it is a real crying shame,
It
but
is.
It's the only week that we can. Me and Donna can get off. So we're going to Cornwall. So absolutely gutted.
Well, I hope it rains in Cornwall all weekend.
Yeah, so do I, and I blame Donna. But I will be tuning in, so I will be there. You know, we're not in person, but in spirit.
Good. Good. Right. So I've got 7 questions that I'm going to ask.
Is that more than your mum?
I can't remember. Can't remember.
Yeah, but there's not going to be a silly one like what am I going to change about my house? Is there?
Well, I don't decide on the questions.
What a joke that was,
So
and it was the best question ever. She needs help, your mum.
what we're going to do? We normally give 5 points for the best question, but we're going to mix it up. We're going to give 40 points to the best question.
I like it. I
Okay.
like it.
I'm also going to give you 5 Manager of the Season points for every question you correctly identify the manager.
Okay, yeah,
Okay. So you ready?
I'm ready.
So the first question is, remember these are managers asking questions, so I'm just going to ask them
Yep.
as they're written. It's not me asking it; it's the manager. Although
No,
one of
of
the
course,
questions
but
might be me. The first
okay.
question: do you secretly love Mops Hoxby?
Ooh, yeah, I like that question. Secretly love her? Well, yes, I do love her. Yeah,
Very
but don't
nice.
tell anyone, and don't definitely not tell your mum.
She's probably going to watch this, mate. She'll
Of course, I
probably
love her.
know.
Of course, I love her.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how upset are you that Mops looks increasingly likely to finish several places and points above you in the league this season?
Well, as always, gutted. I never like your mum on top. Um, but yeah, no, I don't like it at all.
What's the one thing you'd change about your house?
Everything.
Really? You live in a mansion.
Exactly. Too much to clean.
So you downsize, right?
Yeah,
Changed a
we
lot
got to downsize. We got to downsize.
Next question. Would you rather be stuck on a desert island with your arch nemesis Chris Hoxby for a month, or have a bucket full of water thrown on your car every day for a year, including bucket?
Ooh,
It's a female.
that is really difficult. That is really difficult. Stuck on an island with your mum. Gee. I'll have the bucket, please.
Fair enough. Next question. What has been your most favourite Family Fantasy Football League presentation awards and why?
Well, I'd like to say the first one, because that was all new, all singing, all dancing. So I've got to say the first one.
I used to disappear into the greenhouse to collect the trophies.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It was really good, and it was simple. There wasn't a lot of people there.
You won the league.
Well, obviously that does help, but more importantly, it felt, everyone was close. Do you know what I mean? And and everyone turned up, and it was I would say
says the man who's not coming this year.
It says the man is coming this year, but I've got to say, very close second was your mum throwing the bucket over my new car, because we're still talking about it today. So yeah, there you go.
Next question. How has having a grandson, you became a granddad this year, of course, just at the start of the season.
I did, yeah.
How has having a grandson affected your concentration on the Family Fantasy Football League?
Well, it's even less time that I have to even look at the stats.
So you're blaming Oz for your performance this season?
Well, no, that'll be unfair. Because I'll probably still be in the same position. But in fairness, no, it's been great having been a granddad and having Austin, and looking after him and seeing him all the time. It's fantastic. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I can do both. And next season I'll prove it.
Really? Final question.
There you go.
Final question, bruv. What is the one thing that you would change about the Family Fantasy Football League and why?
I'd make it smaller.
How many would you have in it?
Sorry?
How many would you have in it?
I would have less than 20, definitely.
So you think next season I should relegate 8 managers?
Well, yeah, definitely, and it's not about the money, and it's never been about the money. It's always been about the the closeness and how we all are, and the banter. But I understand the progress that you got to expand it, and then we have more characters coming on board, which is fantastic. But I'm a bit of a traditionist. I like the old school. There you go. Sorry for the newbies.
Less people. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So now this is your chance to earn a possible 35 manager of the season points.
Here we go.
So who do you think asked the first question? Do you secretly love Mops Hoxby?
I reckon that could be Steve Holmes, you know.
The second question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how upset are you that Mops looks increasingly likely to finish several places and points above you?
Well, I reckon that's your mum.
What is the one thing you'd change about your house?
Is that Joe?
Would you rather be stuck on a desert island? Who asked that question?
I say Neil.
What was your most favourite presentation awards?
Ooh. And you said you don't say the questions.
One of them could have been mine.
I would say you, Jeff.
Okay. How has having a grandson affected your concentration on the FFFL?
Alexi.
And final question, what is one thing you'd change about the FFFL?
Sarah.
And you're going to give a manager 40 manager of the season points by telling me which one of those 7 questions was your favourite.
What was the first one?
Do you secretly love Mops Hoxby?
Yeah, I love that one. That's great. That's good. I'll give that. That's my best one.
Right. Okay. So I can reveal. Do you secretly love Mops Hoxby? You thought that was Homer.
Yeah.
And the 40 points are not going to Homer. That was Sarah Goodwin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
40 points. On a scale of 1 to 10,
Sarah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how upset are you that Mops looks increasingly likely to finish above you? You thought that was Mops, but it was in fact Homer that asked that question. What's the one thing you'd change about your house? You thought that was Joe, but it was Neil Hatch that asked that. Would you rather be stuck on a desert island with your arch nemesis? You thought that was Neil. No, that was Megan. What do you love most? What has been your most favourite FFFL presentation awards? You thought that was me, but it was actually Joe. How has having a grandson affected your concentration on the FFFL? You thought that was Alexi, but it was Mops. Mm-hmm. And what is the one thing you'd change about the FFL? You thought that was Sarah, but that was me. So you earned 0 points, my friend. But you did.
Fantastic.
You did give Sarah 40 points.
Well done, Sarah. But the only thing is, I got all the names right.
You did,
but in the wrong order.
You did, yeah. You don't get.
Do I get any points for that?
No.
Nothing.
No. All right, mate.
There you go.
Good stuff. Now, normally, I'd ask you to nominate the next person for Chairman's Chats, but it's too late this season, and I'll forget by the time next season comes around. But I'll try to remember next season for you to get you to nominate the first Chairman's Chats of next season at a time.
Brilliant.
I will. Likely to remember it is. All right, buddy.
Yeah, and good luck for the FFL presentation. Sarah won't be there, but I'll be there watching it. So, but I'll be watching it from Cornwall.
All right, cool. Thanks, mate.
In the rain.
See you later, buddy.
See you later. Bye, mate.